sometimes like genderuwo or searching of prey. That's why Malam Jumat. Okay, hello everyone. Starting now, I'll upload the main video every Thursday night. For the rest video, I'll upload randomly. The video can be a news, review, or even a gameplay. For gameplay itself, I'll use Indonesia. Sorry for English user, but I will try to provide the English subtitle. So the question is now why I must upload every Thursday night, or in Indonesia we call it as Malam Jumat, or sometimes people call it as Malam Jumat libur. So as you know, I come from Indonesia. Indonesia well known as a country with rich culture, language, natural beauties, traditional cuisine, and so on. And also, Indonesia also known by various folk stories. Our daily activities is often related with the mystical things, because it influenced by urban legends. So we have urban legend stories from Sabah till Merauke, and one of them, the famous one is about the Thursday night, or maybe for the rest video I will say it as Malam Jumat. So what's the origin story about the night? Actually, it's almost same with the Friday the 13th. Yeah, that's very famous folk story or urban legend from the Western. The difference is in our version it happened at Thursday night, while Westerns happen at Friday night. So before we go further about Malam Jumat, we start from the Friday the 13th verse. It starts from the fear of the number 13, which is from Old Hammurabi's quote that was reported omitting the law number 13 from the list. Even though this could be an error, the one who believes with mystical things thought that there is something wrong with the number. So many people believe that the number 13 is a scary or evil, like a cursed thing. The superstition remains long till now. Even psychologists name this phenomenon as triskaidekaphobia, or fear of the number 13. Another story of Friday the 13th, it comes from French. Who is from France? Maybe all of you know about this story. So the story of the Friday the 13th happened to October 13 of 1307. At the time, King Philip IV of France arrested hundreds of the Knights Templar, the religious union and military force which formed in the 12th century to protect the Holy Land, were imprisoned with various charges of an illegal act, and some of them were executed. Alright, at the end, people start to connect it with the superstition of Friday the 13th, since the gross thing happened at the 13th. So that's story about the Friday 13th. If you have the additional information, or maybe you have another version about the story, You can share your thoughts on the comment section below. Now, we go to the Friday 13th Indonesian version. Basically, the origin of story is still not clear till now. There are so many versions, even each region has their own story. And from various sources that I got, there are several reasons why Malam Jumat is a scary night. So, first, from the article that I have read, the origin of the Malam Jumat or Malam Jumat Kliwon comes from a hereditary tradition on the island of Java. The belief in Malam Jumat as a sacred night has been around for a long time. The myth comes from the tradition of the ancient Javanese people who often fasting for 40 days, and the peak of their fasting always consists with Malam Jumat Kliwon. Then the second version is there is an assumption that Malam Jumat has magical powers for generations. People who believe the mystical night often hold a ritual. Mostly the ritual is for cleaning up a crease by the elders. So what is it, a crease? An asymmetrical dagger with distinctive black patterning achieved through alternative lamination of iron and nickel iron. The crease is famous for its distinctive wavy blades, although many have a straight blades as well, and is one of the weapons commonly used in the pencak silat, martial art native to Indonesia. So not only crease, but also the sacred thing clean up at Thursday night or Malam Jumat, especially Jumat Kliwon. Then, many believe that Malam Jumat Kliwon is used as a pesugihan. Pesugihan means dealing with demons or spirits in hoping that it will make him or her become rich. Pesugihan is one of famous stories or topic in Indonesia, and it appears in most horror movies. Pesugihan story I will tell you in the next time. So stay tuned on this channel. Okay? Now, we go to the other reason why Malam Jumat is called the most haunted night. It's considered a time for spirit to reside, where many invisible creatures roam. Creatures that roam sometimes like genderuwo or searching of prey. That's why Malam Jumat is usually carried by rituals to minimize disturbances by spirits. Like in voluntary days, almost every Thursday night, especially Malam Jumat Kliwon, visitors or local fishermen perform ritual ceremonies. In that ritual, they give offering along with the kembang tujuh rupa or with 7 colors flowers. And then some believe too that Malam Jumat is a night where the ancestral spirits return home. Not only that, parents, grandparents, or relative spirits were given the opportunity to go home. So that's why some people put up offering for their ancestor, and they give their favorite food while they were still alive. The most common sight is a fish and a cup of coffee, which is placed in the living room. Like in Batang, to respect the ancestor, they gather at the Batang City Square once every 35 days. And the last, the biggest influence why Malam Jumat become a scary night for Indonesian people is because of the media. Why? As we know, the media is a tool that is strong enough to lead the people in opinion or belief. Likely, the role of the mass media influences the belief of the Malam Jumat. There was a movie released in 1986 with a megastar of horror in Indonesia, Susanna. So, she starring Malam Jumat Kliwon movie, and the movie became hit, and it started people's perspective in Malam Jumat. Because of the movie, the impression that Malam Jumat is a truly haunted night becomes massive. However, not everyone thinks Malam Jumat is a scary night. Even some of them consider it as a blessing night, especially for a certain religion such as Islam. For a Muslim or Muslimah, they are strongly encouraged to do good deeds on a Friday. Friday itself is meant to be from Thursday afternoon until Friday afternoon, or it can be said otherwise. Friday starts at Maghrib on Thursday until it returns at Maghrib time on Friday, to do more good deeds than usual days. One of them is reading the Al-Quran. It can be read a Yasin. In addition, the Friday is one of the most efficacious time to pray. Now, along with the time, this belief began to fade. Although some people still believe in this mystical thing, even they are still afraid of with the night. Believe or not, it depends on you believe. Any day can be a scary day. That's all about Malam Jumat. For those who have their own story about the Malam Jumat or Malam Jumat Kliwon, you can share your story in the comments below. Sorry for the mistake. That's all, and thanks for watching, and see you the next video. Bye bye.